It was a crisp evening at the Emirates, and the crowd knew they were in for something special. Arsenal, full of confidence, welcomed West Ham United for another London derby. The red and white sea of supporters roared as the players walked out, the air thick with anticipation. From the very first touch, Arsenal made their intentions clear: total control. They pressed high, passed fast, and looked hungry. Declan Rice, facing his old teammates, commanded the midfield like a general, dictating tempo and snapping into every tackle. West Ham, on the other hand, seemed unsure whether to defend deep or fight back. Their early passes were nervous, easily intercepted by Arsenal's aggressive press. The hosts dominated possession, moving the ball with patience and precision. Bukayo Saka and Leandro Trossard tormented the Hammers' defense. Saka's footwork on the right kept Emerson guessing, while Trossard's smart runs stretched the back line. Every Arsenal attack felt like a ticking time bomb waiting to explode. By the 20th minute, the warning signs were clear. Saka tested Areola with a curling strike. Martinelli flashed one just wide. The Hammers' keeper was working overtime to keep his side alive. The Gunners smelled blood. West Ham tried to break forward through Bowen, but Saliba and Gabriel read every move. Arsenal's defense stood tall, cutting off every long ball. The game became a one-way storm of red pressure. And then came the breakthrough. In the 38th minute, Declan Rice, the man of the moment, struck gold. A quick passing move found him just outside the box, and with calm precision, he curled it past the keeper. The Emirates erupted. Rice didn't celebrate, just a respectful nod to his old club, but the crowd exploded with joy. It wasn't just a goal, it was poetic justice. Arsenal led 1-0 and looked completely in control. Halftime arrived with Arsenal holding 67% possession. West Ham had yet to register a single shot on target. Arteta's men had turned the Emirates into their playground. When the second half kicked off, Arsenal didn't slow down. Odegaard and Havertz pulled the strings, while Saka continued to drive forward with fearless intent. The energy was electric.
West Ham's defense was hanging on by threads. Martinelli had a clear chance early in the half, but his shot skimmed just over. Still, Arsenal's momentum only grew stronger with every attack. In the 67th minute, it happened again. Bukayo Saka danced his way into the penalty area and was clipped down. The referee didn't hesitate. Penalty for Arsenal. The crowd roared in anticipation. Saka placed the ball, calm as ever. He took a deep breath, looked up, and slotted it home, bottom corner. The stadium exploded into cheers. 2-0 Arsenal. The job was nearly done. That goal drained the last bit of fight from West Ham. Their players looked defeated, their passes sloppy. Arsenal, meanwhile, kept the ball, passing with confidence and class. Lucas Paqueta's frustration boiled over moments later. A reckless challenge, and the yellow card was out. It summed up West Ham's night: emotion over control. Somerville followed soon after with his own booking, further proof of the Hammers' frustration. Arsenal, though, remained cool and composed, completely dictating the flow. Statistically, it was domination of the highest order. Arsenal registered 20 shots, 5 on target, and over 560 passes. West Ham, just 4 shots total, none troubling the keeper. Gabriel and Saliba barely broke a sweat in defense. They anticipated everything, intercepting passes before danger even developed. It was a masterclass in composure. Rice was everywhere, intercepting, tackling, creating. His performance was a statement, not just a revenge game, but a declaration of belonging. The fans sang his name proudly. Arteta's tactical plan unfolded perfectly. High press, quick transitions, constant width, everything clicked. You could see the chemistry, the trust, the hunger in every Arsenal move.
Saka's leadership on the field stood out once again. His composure under pressure, his work ethic, it's the hallmark of a player maturing into world-class territory. By the 80th minute, Arsenal began to slow the tempo. content to hold possession and frustrate the visitors. Every pass from the Gunners drew cheers from the stands. It was football poetry. West Ham's late attempts to push forward fell flat. Their long balls found no target. Arsenal's backline snuffed out any hint of danger before it could spark. Arteta's men were patient, disciplined, and ruthless when it mattered. This was not just a win. It was a performance that showed how far the team had come. At the final whistle, the Emirates erupted once again. Players embraced, fans sang, and the scoreboard read 2-0. A complete performance. In the post-match interview, Arteta smiled. "We controlled every moment," he said. "The boys stayed focused and delivered a mature, dominant performance." Declan Rice, named man of the match, reflected on the night. "It's emotional," he said softly, "but I'm proud to be part of this team. The fans were amazing. They pushed us all game." The stats said it all. Arsenal owned every inch of the field. The energy, the precision, the hunger, it's the mark of a side ready to challenge for the top. As the lights dimmed and the fans filed out, one thing was clear. This Arsenal is different, confident, united, and dangerous. Tonight's win wasn't just another victory, it was a message. Arsenal 2, West Ham 0. A night of dominance, emotion, and pure football joy at the Emirates. The Gunners march on, and the title dream stays alive. As the crowd began to leave the Emirates, the echo of celebration still hung in the air. Arsenal fans walked out smiling, knowing they had just witnessed another step forward in their team's evolution. The connection between the players and supporters felt stronger than ever, a unity that could carry them far this season. In the locker room, the atmosphere was calm yet proud. The players laughed, shared hugs, and replayed key moments on their phones. Arteta, as always, reminded them that the journey doesn't stop here. Consistency is what defines champions. His message was clear: enjoy the win, but keep pushing. Declan Rice sat quietly for a moment, reflecting on what had just happened. Scoring against his former club was emotional, but this night felt like closure. The Arsenal badge on his chest now meant everything. It wasn't betrayal, it was growth, and the fans had embraced him completely. Bukayo Saka, meanwhile, continued his remarkable rise. Each week, he delivers when it matters most. His composure from the penalty spot, his confidence on the ball, his leadership at just 23. He's becoming the face of Arsenal's new era. The post-match analysis across media praised Arsenal's structure and tactical maturity. Commentators pointed out how Arteta's side had evolved from pure energy to controlled dominance, a team capable of suffocating opponents and striking at the right moment. For West Ham, the result was painful but revealing. They fought hard, but couldn't match Arsenal's precision or tempo. Moyes will likely return to the training ground searching for answers, knowing that such performances expose the gap between mid-table sides and true contenders. Fans online couldn't stop talking about Rice's goal. Social media was flooded with clips, memes, and reactions. Rice cooked West Ham, some joked. But beyond the humor, there was respect. Everyone understood how symbolic that goal was. Arteta's project continues to grow in credibility. The way his players trust the system, the way they move as one, it's not just tactics, it's belief. This Arsenal isn't the fragile side of old. It's a team built to endure pressure and thrive under expectation. As the Premier League table tightens, this win could prove crucial. Momentum in football is priceless, and Arsenal now have it on their side. Every clean sheet, every controlled victory adds confidence to their title charge. And so, as the lights dimmed and the chants faded into the cool London night, one truth remained. Arsenal are back. Not just as contenders, but as a force of identity, resilience, and beauty in football. Their journey continues, and this chapter, a calm, commanding 2-0, will be remembered as another step towards something truly special.